futures. We're taking a look at what's happening in the crypto market and the stock market this week. Is the fun over in the stock market and in the crypto market? Is it just beginning? We're going to talk about that. Now, if you guys don't mind, I'm so excited to do this because I have been away for the last day and a half, and honestly, it's midnight my time. I just got back from somewhere and I'm pretty tired, but I wanted to come with this video because there's been so much that's gone on recently. I feel like we have just been like put through the ringer over the last couple weeks. And it started about 3 weeks ago with Facebook, Google, Amazon, all of them having earnings at the same time. From there, we had a bunch of other earnings too. The next week, we had these companies actually announced. So we had companies like CVS, Pfizer, Etsy, PayPal, Uber, I believe Square, Peloton, Papa John's, DraftKings. From there, the next week, which was last week, we had the Trade Desk. We had Palantir, Fubo, Lemonade, a lot of retail favorites, a lot of retail investing favorites. Other companies like Sonos, Veru, Yeti, the Walt Disney, Alibaba, Blink, BioNano. We had Sense. We had T2 Biosystems, I believe, too. We had so many companies. So many. We had Tattooed Chef, which shout out to Tattooed Chef, too. I just had their food. I got six different packages of food, the 6 different kinds, and I could barely get it. They were almost sold out. They're always sold out every time I go in there. And I actually tried 5 of the 6 so far, and I put it up on my Instagram. If you want to see that, you can check out my Instagram. But really good food, honestly. I really liked it. My girlfriend or my fiance really liked it too. So, yeah, good to hear on that front, or good to see on that front, since it's one of my larger holdings. I've had some of their food before, but not all of it. So we have that at the same time that we have Elon Musk pretty much crashing the crypto market. I mean, even if you're an Elon fan, you've got to admit that he is sending the stock or the price of Bitcoin down. Also, probably the price of Ethereum down, because it's gone down a lot too. Cardano has been hit hard. The whole crypto market's been hit hard over the last day or two. Now, I want to talk about all that. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. There is a link down there to Webull. In case you want some free stocks, you can definitely sign up, deposit some money. I do really appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. There is a link down there to BlockFi too, to get an interest rate on your cryptocurrency up to 10%. Including stablecoin, which does not fluctuate in price, and you get a bonus up to $250. So they are really trying to get new customers, so they are willing to pay a good amount if you sign up and deposit some money. So definitely check that out down there if you're interested. Now, overall, we are talking about this coming week, and we do have some earnings, so I'll pull it up here. This week is going to be way more boring, so that's where I'm talking about the fun is over. So we have a couple companies that people are interested in. OEG is one that I know a lot of people were interested in a little while ago. AGTC is one that I have a little bit of money in. Ideanomics, we have Walmart. A lot of people think that Walmart might have been buying Bitcoin over the last quarter. We have Home Depot, Baidu. We have T2, which C and Baidu, I believe, are both owned pretty heavily by ARK Invest. We have JD.com, Target, Lowe's, TJ Maxx. So a lot of retailers here. A lot of, Lowe's and Home Depot also being two places for home improvement. So we can kind of get a good feel for that market there. We have Petco, Kohl's, another retailer there. We have a couple other companies, John Deere here on Friday, and Foot Locker. Now, kind of a boring week. We do have some companies that are really important for our economy and very important just for different sectors, like the home improvement sector, like retail, like some of these Chinese businesses too. But overall, definitely not the Facebook, Amazon, Apples that we have been watching recently, not the Palantirs and the Tattoo Chefs, not quite the retail favorites, at least from what I see online, compared to what we've seen in the past. Now, overall, the pre-market is red. So we have Dow futures, S&P futures, NASDAQ futures down. But I will say this, we had a massive green day on Friday. So we had really seen lows, I think, on Thursday. And these stocks just came out cranking on Friday. So we have Conversion Labs up 35%, BNGO up 23%, CleanSpark up 13%, Fubo, STEM. So many companies up a good amount. There are only a couple companies on my list that were actually down. This is actually of my position, so I should show this one so that we can see all these different positions. But overall, most stocks seem to be green on Friday. We had a lot of stocks that came back a little bit and finally recovered. Now, we're not out of the woodwork by any means. A lot of these were down like 60, 70, 80%. So we need money to start flowing back in from hedge funds because we see some money flowing in. You can't have big moves like this in the entire market from retailers or retail investors, right? We're not all putting in, thousands and tens of thousands of dollars to push up every single stock in the market. This is definitely big hedge fund money coming in, and I think it's possibly because maybe they had a little bit more time to look at those inflation numbers, realize, hey, last Wednesday we got inflation, and most of it was, a large majority of it was from used cars and just the overall car sales and prices going up. But overall, inflation wasn't horrible, right? It wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst thing that we could have expected. We also have seen the market just get destroyed recently, right? These high growth stocks, some of them will have a rough time going forward, but a lot of these will become very profitable years down the line. So I am expecting some of the crypto stocks to be hit pretty hard tomorrow. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. CleanSpark, Mara, Riot. I expect those to be hit hard because the crypto market's hit hard right now. We have Bitcoin trading in the 42,000s, Ethereum in the 3,200s. We have Binance Coin back at 500, Cardano at $2.05. Doge is actually holding up decent. They're down 13% while Bitcoin is down about the same. So we have a lot of cryptos that are hit pretty hard, especially after Elon Musk and what he was talking about and kind of having issues with other Bitcoin investors on Twitter. So there's a little bit back and forth on that and whether they are actually going to sell their entire position in Bitcoin. So I think it's definitely causing some ripples in the cryptocurrency market. Overall, though, I don't think this is going to hurt crypto long term. I mean, it's one person, and it's really not anything new that we're hearing here. Elon just wants to make everything more efficient. So I don't think that will really cause a huge sell-off in crypto long term, but we are seeing it hit hard here today. Now, whether we see a green week, red week, it's really going to depend on the hedge funds and seeing if there's anything else that throws them off and makes them scared. Because honestly, retail traders are investing pretty much every penny, it seems like. I hear about a lot of people saying, yeah, I bought the dip, but now I'm out. Like, I can't invest anymore. I only have so much. So right now, it's a little bit of a waiting game, waiting until the hedge funds feel confident in the market again. If we start to see money flow in again Monday, maybe a little bit more Tuesday, I think it's going to be great for this market. Now, I think that will kind of cement, okay, maybe we are looking at a little bit more green here because we really haven't seen multiple green days in a row in growth stocks. Sure, we've seen that in the indexes. I would not be surprised if it did get worse because the indexes are at all-time highs. But where does that money go? Right? I mean, sure, that I shouldn't say that indexes are at all-time highs. They might be a little bit off their highs, but they're pretty much within 5%, 10%, whatever you want to say, of all-time highs. But where's that money going to go? Is all that money going to just sit on the sidelines? Is all the money that's flowing out of the indexes in the large cap, is that going to sit on the sidelines? Are they just going to buy puts with all of it? I don't know. We've seen them buy puts on the growth stocks a lot. We've seen them push down the price and short these stocks. But can they do that much longer? I know a lot of growth stocks are in a position where if they get shorted much more, they're at a very good potential to have a short squeeze. I don't think if the big money starts trading and selling off some of the large blue caps or some of the indexes, wherever they're buying that is still towards all-time highs, I don't think they're going to go and have that money sit on the sidelines for a very long time. They still have to produce profits quarter after quarter. maybe they put some money on the sidelines, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit more of a rotation back into the growth names after we get that reiterated that maybe the Fed isn't going to raise rates anytime soon. We're not going to see those rates raised for a while. And inflation, maybe it wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible either. So that's kind of where we're sitting at now. I know some people will say, hey, this wasn't a lot of talking about anything, right? We just sat here and talked about where the market is, what's going to happen moving forward. But that's what we can do right now. We're looking at what's to come, what earnings are this week, what happened last week, where we are now. We're still really low on a lot of growth stocks. So even though we're up significantly, some stocks were up 5, 10, 20, 30% on Friday. They're still down. They're still down 60, 70%, some of them from their highs. So we still have a long way to go, but I feel pretty good. I am consistently buying the dip. I bought some more of the dip here on some cryptocurrencies here today. I'd be happy if it kept on falling. Honestly, I have a lot in crypto. About 35% of my overall investing portfolio is crypto, which is a lot. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum, I have more of those than I have of any individual stock. Cardano is right up there too. It might beat out my largest stock position because I only have 3 crypto positions. I have my stocks more diversified, but it hurts to see the weighting go down, or the portfolio balance go down. But it's a great buying in opportunity long term, I think. So thank you guys so much. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for hitting subscribe and checking out those links down below to BlockFi and to Webull. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.